Good morning, good morning. So glad to see your face. This is Samantha Franson with Decidedly So. This quick get ready factor for me was inspired by a conversation that I had last week with a girlfriend. I showed up at a play date and she commented that I always looked so put together. And I actually laughed a little inside because it's not that I think that I'm constantly really good at being put together, but that I've just maybe learned some really good tricks over the years to keep myself looking freaky, fresh, and fly all day. So 5-minute face is perfect for back to school. Whether you're a mom and you gotta do all the things in the morning, or you're even a college student and you really like to sleep in, please do that for all of us. Get all of the extra sleep and then do the 5-minute face and 5-minute hair to make yourself look amazing for class. We're going to go over 6 products, really simple. That's all it takes is just those 6 products to create this look. And my favorite cosmetics brand is Beautycounter. They have done a phenomenal job of creating not only super high performing and luxurious products, but also things that have really, really high safety standards. So they check off on all of my things. You know, I always say that it's one thing for your products to be safe, and that's phenomenal if they're safe, but they also have to work the way that you've become accustomed to conventional products working, and I have found that to be more than the case with Beautycounter. I'd even say that some of the products go above and beyond my expectations. Beautycounter has packaged all of this together into a bundle, and it's $148. So really amazing way for you to go ahead and break up with your makeup and get the basics that you need for an everyday look. This is my bare face. I've washed, prepped my face, and it's all ready for makeup. So step 1 is this Tint Skin foundation. In the summertime, I am the color Honey as a point of reference. What I do then is I just take a little bit of the foundation and I apply it onto the back of my hand. And after I have my foundation on my hand, I use this really amazing brush from Beautycounter. It's a retractable brush. It helps kind of apply this a little bit more like you do with a powder, which I absolutely love, and I know a lot of people do. Take the brush and I dab it into that foundation that's on the back of my hand. And then I just kind of dab and I kind of focus on the center area of my face. That's where I'm really concerned about, you know, just kind of getting some of that coverage. And then I'm just blending out from there. You want to remember that your face does not end right here. It ends down below, so you don't want to create that line on your face, so you want to make sure you drag that coverage down just a little bit onto your neck. Ba-ba-da-ba. Step number 2 is a really great concealer. I love Beautycounter's concealer pens because they have a brush already built in, which really helps with that even application and just kind of spreading it. Usually I do about 2 clicks out of the pen, and that's about all it takes for me to do coverage. I'm focusing mostly on my under eye area because motherhood is brought to you by coffee and concealer. And then I just draw lines actually down and out. I also like to do my inner corners right here to help bring in more light into my eye area. And then if I have any extra, I'm gonna hit my eyelid so that I can even out some of that color as well. So once that is done, then I just take my ring fingers. You wanna make sure you take really good care of that delicate skin around your eyes. No wrinkles, right? So, and then you're just gonna dab and blend that in. I feel like my eyes look a lot better than when we started this. Step 3 is going to be your brows. I feel like brows are such an important step because they really do create a frame for your face. These have little spools on the end, so I take the little spool and I brush my brows up to get started so that I can see that good natural flow of my brows. And then I take the other end and I like to draw in the underline of my brow before I fill. So I take this and I do little tiny brush strokes so that you're not creating a hard line. It just kind of creates a nice line for a starting point. And then I fill on both sides from there. So again, you're just doing little tiny quick strokes that will look really almost hair-like. Okay, so there's brows. After I'm finished filling, I like to take the spool again and just kind of brush that up and out, make sure that we just have a really natural looking brow. Number 4 is going to be a blush. I love that Beauty Counter has a variety of duos that they offer, so you get 2 colors. This is a super fun color, flamingo, for summertime. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I do love this apricot color. It's really, really pretty and light. So I also love this angled brush. If you don't have an angled brush in your makeup bag, this is kind of one of those tools that I would highly recommend, just because you can do things like bronzer, you can also do blush, and it's just a really versatile brush. So I take my blush brush and I press it into the powder. Actually, you don't want to swirl because you're going to lose your product that way. You're making sure you really pressing that into the brush, and then tap any extra. And then this is where it gets real awkward, because you get the big awkward smile from me as I'm working on applying to my apples of my cheeks. Smile, and then you're just going to dab onto the apples of your cheeks. Next step is going to be mascara. Beauty Counter's mascara was actually one of the first things that really sold me on the brand. I had tried a ton of natural mascaras that flaked out or left those raccoon eyes, and I was really frustrated. This product, I seriously feel, has worn a lot like a waterproof mascara. They have recently reformulated the product to make it even better, and there's also now a volumizing mascara that's available. You never want to pump the tube up and down, because you actually introduce air into there and it will dry your product out faster. So you just always roll to get that good application. And I'm a big lashes gal, so I spend a little extra time really building that up. You want to start at the base of your lash line and then kind of wiggle and work it out, so that you almost create the illusion of having an eyeliner on with just that one mascara step. So into the lash line, and please, this is like, I feel like putting mascara on has to be in front of other people, especially on a video, has to probably be the most vulnerable thing that you'll ever do, because honestly, there's no way to make this look very pretty. I challenge you to try putting on mascara without keeping your mouth open, because I cannot. So that's my first eye. I love how this helps kind of define my eye a little bit more, and also kind of looks as though I've enhanced my eye by maybe adding a little bit of mascara, eyeliner. So we're gonna roll again and do the other side. Okay, so there's upper lashes. I love this product, it's so great. And then lower lashes, I don't hit my lower lashes too heavily, mostly because I have pretty long lower lashes, and a lot of people recommend kind of this up and down motion. That doesn't work for me. So if you have shorter lashes and you need to kind of get in there a little bit more, using the tip and going vertically is a little bit easier. But if you are, if you have kind of those longer lashes like I do, I like to really get sort of my first stroke right in there on my lower lash line, so that I don't make them look too crazy. So that's my lower lashes. I love that definition. I think that the product is just phenomenal. So that's our step number 5. And then the last step is going to be lip gloss. This is step number 6. Beauty Counter has some really amazing lip glosses available. I personally, some of my favorite colors, this one is Dahlia. I also love Fig, especially going into fall. It's a great color. And I've started actually wearing these lip glosses as my chapstick instead of carrying both products, mostly because it's super hydrating and is not a super sticky lip gloss. Bada bing, bada boom. That is your 5-minute face. 6 easy products, and as I mentioned, Beauty Counter has compiled that into a package, and it's $148, and it's fully customizable. So you can pick your colors, which mascara you prefer, the volumizing over lengthening, and you can pick your lip gloss colors. I think it's a phenomenal way to get yourself some basics and break up with your makeup. The next thing that I'm gonna quickly show you guys is what I do with my hair. This may come as a major shocker, but I do not wash my hair on a daily basis. I know you guys are all appalled right now, but I think that's actually very common for a lot of women. So my hair is not washed, but this inspiration actually comes from my friend Perry Horner. I watched one of her YouTube videos a couple of weeks ago. where she did a lot of no heat hairstyles. I personally cannot get away with absolutely no heat because I have naturally curly hair, and so I have to kind of tame some of my mane in the morning. But I'm gonna drop a link to her YouTube video in the comments of this when we're finished, and she has a lot of really awesome other tutorials, so make sure that you check her out. But this is definitely inspired by her, and I took kind of what she had done and did something that works really well for my face shape and for my hair. So I start by mostly just taking my hair down and then focusing on the front sections. But really, the front of my hair is all that I do because we're gonna do my fancy mom bun. And then, this is where my mind's been a little bit blown by things, but I cannot tell you how much you can do with your hair by simply keeping these front sections down, then putting the rest up. I just take these two little front sections and I keep them, and then the rest of my hair goes up. This is really pretty. So pretty, right? All right. So I'm gonna really embrace this for just a minute with you guys. Here it is, guys. 5-minute hair. Nailed it. Okay, so once I have that done, then I'm gonna take the rest of the pony and I'm gonna just twist it, and then I'm gonna wrap it. And then we're just gonna do bobby pins. Bun is secured, and now this is the magical part. This is the part that's like, this changes everything. Game changer. So then you're gonna just take this hair that you've left down in the front and just kind of drape it back. This was what I learned from my friend Perry. And the beautiful thing about this is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Like that, I mean, there is no part of this mama that is perfectly put together, which is again why this was inspired by one of my friends commenting that I always look so put together. So after I have everything secured, I like to pull little pieces down. So that's it. My last little step and my tips and tricks here is get a fun pair of earrings. That's all she wrote, friends. There you are for your 5-minute hair, your 5-minute face, and I'm ready to go. And my kids aren't even awake yet. It's phenomenal. Which is actually maybe a bad thing because I probably need to go wake them up. Quick recap for you guys. 5-minute face is 6 products that Beautycounter has bundled into a package of $148. You can shop that. I'll also drop a link for you guys to shop that really easily. As I mentioned, it's fully customizable, and so you can pick all of your colors and all of your products that you prefer. And if you have questions about color match or anything like that, you can shoot me a message or comment and I can help you identify which colors you might need. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope this was fun for you and helpful, and back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool. We're off to school today. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and we will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.